and that's because he mentions the like really strong and supportive structure of their social society and how they're all so active in there and they're all interconnected and have like this great base of people that care about each other and that's what they care about, and I think that's really important. Um, so it's going to be really interesting to see. So that's kind of why I chose it. I mean, I have a lot of friends, and this whole time at the university, I've been on a swim team, and I feel like I've been very social, but I've kind of been cut in a little thing of stuck talking to the same people. So it'll be interesting to see a different like walk of life and everything. Um, so my goals while I'm there would be to attend a Greek festival and kind of get immersed in their culture that way, and then also to drink and talk to some centenarians while having their local food, maybe the local wine. We'll see. Uh, okay, and so my next one, when reading the book, I came across where he was talking about their heavy labor and how they do it like from the time they're born until they're pretty much dead. They just constantly stay doing these like really hard and labor intensive work, and even their mood or their food is like not meals. It's more like they eat meals, but it's not a huge part of their daily diet, and it's more just like eating good things here, eating good things there, and they don't sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna feast on all this food, which is what I do all the time while I'm watching Netflix. So my goal is to go one day without having like one big structured meal and just kind of like eating little things here and there. And then another goal of mine is to go, and I had heard from previous people that in the morning they all go out and they go swim in this big area in Therma. And so my goal is to go out there and talk to them because swimming's a huge passion in my life. So it's interesting to see other people who find that as a good way to get active. Um, and then for my third parameter, oh, which by the way, that was my physical parameter. I'm sorry. For my third one, it's my emotional well being. And it's interesting because they always talk about their low stress, and America is always like, let's go, we're moving, and I get really stressed out very easily because I have very high anxiety. So um, you know they say that their hard work is like what burns off their stress, so I think that maybe me staying active might be a little less stressful, walking places and staying with people and just keeping busy instead of like focusing on like, oh, well, I have this due and I have this due, I have this due. Like not having assignments in general is going to be a really good thing for me, um, other than our video, but still, it's very like living in the moment, which is what I think is a huge thing that I need to do. So for that, I would say that my goals would be to write honestly in a journal every night. It's easy to write things down and be like, oh, well, this happened. But I mean, also talk about the way I feel about that day, about things that made me happy, things that made me unhappy, and like focus on the things that did make me happy to do better in the future. And then also, just like laughing a lot more, like even if it's not very funny, just laugh. Like, why not? And kind of just enjoy the time while I'm there and try to relax. So I guess that's my video. I'm sorry that I don't know, I'm kind of awkward, but I'm excited, and I'll see you guys in Ikaria.